I attended the ANA Inspiration Pro-Am yesterday, March 28th. This is my review of my experience. The Pro-Am is the first day. It's not the first day open to the public, but it's today, actually. The day after is the day the tournament itself begins with just the professional players. So the Pro-Am is one professional lady player, LPGA, with 3 or 4 guys, or girls, yeah. They all have to pay a certain amount. It's like several thousand per player, per amateur to play with one of the pros. I think they do 18, maybe 9, I'm not sure. But anyways, um, so it's fun to watch, fun to see the golf course. It's, of course, a beautiful Pete Dye golf course um, at the Mission Hills Country Club right here in Coachella Valley. And it's been cool here the last few weeks, but up until actually yesterday when the heat just started. So the heat has just arrived on the beginning of the tournament, up into the mid 80s, maybe near 90 now. And so that makes a big factor. If you're going to be walking the course, I got there around 9 in the morning. The first groups teed off at 7 a.m. So if you really love the golf, you can get there right and bright and early and see them play. But I got there at 9 and walked the course, front and back 9. It was my first time there, so I wanted to see what the golf course looked like, and then took pictures of some of the pro golfers and their groups at various places. Then after a while, I kind of moseyed on over back towards the clubhouse where the 18th and 10th and first hole are all located, and then I sat at the 10th hole tee off, which is also, there's a covered area there, so you're in the shade. You can sit and watch the 10th tee off and the 18th hole as they finish their putting on the green there. Right there by they call it Poppy's Pond, where the winner takes a dive in after the end of the tournament. And inside, it's pretty nice. People are pretty nice. If you have your ticket, nobody bothers you. You don't feel like you're being watched all the time by a, eagle-eye security guard or anything like that. So that's nice. I'm not much of I really don't follow women's golf that much, so I can't. Um, I really don't know that many names that well, but I did recognize a few after I started going through the program, and I know Michelle Wee, of course, for when she came onto the scene as a young golfer. I saw her there, and several others, young and old. Some have been around a long time, made millions of dollars. And then others who are rookies just starting out. And then the one thing I did not, well, the food inside wasn't that great. I looked at the menu. For $7 or $8, you get something that's really even not that great. For 3 or 4, it's maybe you get a bag of chips or something. So not much to get excited about there. That was one. And another thing I didn't like is they didn't have water. I mean, just a drinking fountain. Because I usually carry a bottle around. I fill up the water bottle and I'm fine. But that's the new thing out of too many of these places, is that they want you to buy bottled water, so they don't make it easy to find a drinking fountain. There may have been 1 or 2 there, but I couldn't find one. They may have been back in the areas, that are off limits to the public. So I have to give them a shame on you for that they should have always, every sporting event should have drinking fountains available to the public. I mean, especially in a place out here like this, with this kind of heat. It's just ridiculous. You have to buy a $5 bottle of water, 12 ounce or 20 ounce. It's crazy. Come on. What if you just didn't bring any cash at all, for that matter? Or even, you don't carry it, because some people have a strict rule. They don't buy concessions, like me, pretty much. I don't buy concessions when I go to pro or any of these big events, because I know it's a waste of money. So you got to be ethical and have water for the public, free water, drinking water from the fountain. And then another thing I wasn't very happy about is the shuttle. You have to actually park at the casino a mile or so away and take a bus, and they actually want you to pay $5 to park there and take the bus. So add $5 to the price of your ticket. Furthermore, the bus there was okay, but sometimes they wait a little bit too long because they want to get more people on, so you're just sitting there. But on the way back, see, what happened is I came out the back. I came out, there they have right by the entrance where you go in with your ticket is also the exit, of course. It's just on the other side of the wall. So I came out the exit. I looked at the bus there. The bus was waiting, but it had just arrived, so I had a few extra seconds or minutes. And I walked back in the entrance, which has a bunch of pictures, photos of the tournament winners from the various years. I wanted to get better pictures because when I had gone in the morning, I hadn't had my camera ready, so I went back that way, took some pictures, came right back out the entrance. And there's this Latino guy standing by the bus door watching me. I walked over towards the bus. He's got a kind of a smug smile looking at me. I don't know why he's giving me that look, but I just get on the bus. I just double checked with the bus driver. I said, is this going back to the casino? And he gives a sigh and says something about, oh, you're supposed to have a ticket. Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess I'll take you back to the casino. I didn't know what that was all about. I thought maybe there was some other parking lot for other people, like volunteers or something, that maybe he was going there as well. I didn't pursue what he meant by having a ticket. I had my ticket. I had to have a ticket to get in. Let's see. My deduction is that the guy standing by the door by the bus door, who also works for this shuttle company, saw me coming out the entrance and must have said to the guy driving the bus, sitting in the bus seat, that this guy's coming out apparently didn't have a ticket, coming back. So they thought that I had taken the shuttle, walked up the entrance, found out I needed a ticket, and came back out. Like I was some kind of freeloader or something. Like I thought I could just walk in the entrance without a ticket. So it was weird because they made a guesstimate of what I was doing or what happened, and it was completely wrong. And you get a lot of that with some people, Latinos. Everything is like, there's no other possibilities for what just happened. I know exactly what happened. Never giving you like the benefit of what might have, something else, something other possible. I mean, it's just those kind of things. You get the working class people that just really get kind of wears you down. Now that has nothing to do, I guess, with the management of the ANA Inspiration. But you would like to have at least they should give you a contact, like if you have had any problems with the bus drivers or the bus shuttles, etc., please let us know so we can make it better for the next year. Maybe there is somewhere. I'll have to try to find that. But so apart from that, I'm pretty generally fairly well. The price of the tickets, $15 for a pro-am. I think it was $25 if you go for the regular. It's not too bad, I guess. Inside, the environment's fairly nice. The women golfers seem relaxed. They're not like all worried about fans getting too close and this and that. Some of their caddies might. Sometimes I notice a caddy or two kind of, staring a little bit at you. That's not nice. But the golfers in general seem pretty nice and friendly. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll try again next year.